We always begin with gratitude. So I want to thank you for being here and for doing whatever it is that you needed to do to show up and to be present here. I'm so honored to have your energy and your presence here in this space, and I hope that you are allowing yourself the space to be however you are in this moment. I'm LA, and I'm a licensed clinical social worker, holistic wellness therapreneur, and the creator of this channel, Reconnect with You. I want to give a warm welcome to those of you who are new here, and if you are returning, welcome back. If my vibe and energy or any of the contents of this channel resonate with you, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. I post videos on Sundays at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for hashtag Solitude Sunday to send y'all some good vibes to start off the week. This channel has a primary focus on wellness and includes tips for different aspects of wellness, sound baths, affirmations, and short talks focused on you and your relationship with yourself, which is the foundation for all of your other relationships. So, are you ready to reconnect with you? If so, come on in and get comfortable, whatever getting comfortable looks and feels like for you. Today, I want to talk to y'all about how to manage major life transitions. Major life transition is any event or occurrence that is disruptive to your way of being and your baseline level of functioning. Some examples of a major life transition include starting a new job or a new business, relocating, or getting married. So before y'all say anything, I know it's been a long time since I posted, and I thank you for your patience. For those of you who don't know this already, I myself am going through a major life transition. I want to do a separate video where I talk some more about what I've been experiencing and what's come up for me. But for our time together today, I want to share with you some tips and some ways that you can manage major life transitions based on what I've learned so far. I want to share with you 5 ways to manage major life transitions. Number 1, get grounded. What are some practices that you have that help you get centered or grounded when you are feeling not like yourself? Number 2, hold space for grief. I did a previous video and I will link it. I'll make sure it's included below, and I will also link it to this video. But I did a previous video on how to hold space for grief. A major life transition is a form of change, and change is almost always accompanied by grief. So make sure you are holding space for grief. Number 3, give yourself time to transition. If you know that you are approaching a major life transition, make sure you plan. If you like what I'm saying so far, you picking up what I'm putting down, remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Time for yourself to adjust to that transition, whatever it may be. For my transition, I planned ahead of time to have a week off, a week of rest. That week ended up turning into 2 to 3 weeks. And I would actually argue that I am still transitioning or still kind of adjusting to the transition. So make sure you dedicate some time and space to yourself to transition. Number 4, ask yourself, what do you need? What will you need during your transition? Now, for some transitions, that might be hard for you to know, especially if it's experience that you've never had before. It may be difficult for you to know what you need. But if it's a transition that you've gone through before, you have some experience with it, so you have some idea of what you might need. One other thing I'll say related to this is trust yourself. Regardless of what other people think about what you need or what other people think you should be doing during the transition, trust yourself. Number 5, set boundaries around how much you want to share. I'm currently reading a very good book on boundaries. It's called Set Boundaries, Find Peace. And I am going to actually link that book below because it is very life-changing, and I may do a separate video just about everything that I am learning and putting into practice from the book. Since I began my transition, I've had a bunch of people ask me, well, what are you gonna do now? And why did you do that? And also just people projecting their fears or their feelings about my decision and my transition onto me. And it's so funny because now I know I remember one day I was laughing to myself and I said, now I know how Jesus felt in the movie He Got Game when everybody was asking him, oh, what are you, like, what school are you gonna go to? What school are you choosing? And so as people are asking me these questions about my transition and what are you gonna do now and all of this, and it's just like, I don't know. I found myself getting irritable sometimes when people would ask, because that's a part of the transition. All of this to say, you get to decide and set limits on how much you share with people about your transition and about how it's going. If you're new here, I always end each video with a prompt for journaling or reflection related to the contents of the video, to not only help to reinforce the content, but also to give you a tool that you can use that's related to the content. Prompt for journaling or reflection for today's video is, when you're going through or approaching a major life transition, ask yourself, what might it look like for me to embrace all parts of the process? Well, that's what I have for y'all today. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I look forward to connecting with y'all again soon, but in the meantime, reconnect with you. Namaste.